Listen, student. Copper atom of the copper rod donate two electrons to the copper rod and oxidize itself and comes into the solution. Means the copper atoms comes into the solution in the form of Cu2 plus ions. Here three situations may be, but the situation B is uh, applicable in the electrolytic cell because copper is the tendency is a very high tendency to get reduced and not the oxidized. So here the copper has higher tendency to get reduced. So Cu2 plus ion take two electrons from this copper rod and reduces itself into copper, and this copper is deposited on the copper rod as we can see in this diagram. These are the Cu2 plus Cu2 copper atoms, and these copper atoms stick on the copper rod. Now the point is, I think it is very clear to all of you. Now we are going to discuss our next and very important point, that is electrode potential. Very important point. So what is electrode potential? So electrode potential again are divided into two categories. Actually, it is the tendency of any electrode to gain the electron or donate the electron or lose the electron. It is the tendency of any electrode. An electrode may be zinc electrode, an electrode may be copper electrode, and the it is the tendency of any electrode. Electrode may gain the electron, electrode may lose the electrode. Sorry, electrons. So if any electrode release the electron or lose the electron and oxidize itself, that means the electrode has oxidation potential. Means tendency of the electrode to lose electron by tendency to lose electrons by the electrode. If any electrode lose the electrons and convert and the atom of the electrode convert into its ions, this means oxidation occur, then the electrode has oxidation potential. For example, in electrochemical cell, in left hand side we see zinc that is in solid form in the rod. Zinc zinc atoms lose two electrons on zinc rod and converted into Zn plus 2 and release 2 electron. And so means at the anodic portion of the electrochemical cell, there is oxidation potential for zinc rod, where in the right hand side the oxidation reduction potential. The reduction potential means it is the tendency to gain the electrons by the electrode. If any electrode has tendency to receive the electron, as we have discussed here, the copper rod is a electron rich. It is a electron rich rod. So the Cu2 plus ions present in the solution, they have tendency to receive two electrons from this copper rod and reduces itself into copper atoms. So the portion half portion of the electrolytic cell has reduction potential. So left portion has oxidation potential, while the right hand portion of the electrochemical cell has reduction potential. So this we can represent in this manner, and we know very well, dear student, what are the electrodes. Electrodes are metallic rod. In case of Daniell cell, the metallic rods are zinc rod and in copper rod, which are immersed into their aqueous solution of zinc sulfate. Zinc rod is dipped into or immersed into zinc sulfate solution, and copper rod is immersed in copper sulfate solution. And this is a very important point, dear student. Nowadays, uh, oxidation potential is also considered as reduction potential. So oxidation potential of the, this means oxidation potential of the any electrode is written in the form of reduction potential. Oxidation potential is written in the form of reduction potential. This is the uh, latest convention. Means the half cell reactions are always written as reduction half cell reaction. Reduction half cell reaction in the form of, they are written in the form of reduction half cell, and the potential are represented as reduction potential. So reduction potential means where whatever it is oxidation potential or reduction potential of an electrode, it is always written in the form of reduction potential. If suppose any electrode has reduction potential, suppose I am writing here the point reduction potential 0.34 volt. So if any half cell, the electrode potential is, suppose I am giving example, I'm giving the example, if any half cell has the oxidation potential of 0.34 volt, then in terms of reduction potential, how we can write? Minus 0.34 volt. This means oxidation, if the value of oxidation potential is in positive, then in terms of, when we write in terms of reduction potential, the oxidation potential, the value will be reverse, the value will be negative, and if the value is negative, then it will be positive. So next point of discussion is determination of EMF of a electrochemical cell. How can we determine the EMF of electrochemical cell? And the EMF means electromotive force of the electrochemical cell. So simply the definition says it is the difference between the electrode potential of the two electrode of a electrochemical cell. We know very well, in the electrochemical cell there are two portion, left hand side and right hand side, and here there will be some potential, electric potential, here will be some electric potential, and the difference between the two electrode potential is called EMF of the cell. And we know again and again, this point we have repeat many times in electrochemical cell: oxidation at anode side and reduction at cathode side. And oxidation and reduction we can easily understand by a simple word, LOAN, left oxidation and anode will be negative. This point we have discussed many times. Now the EMF may be written the reduction potential of the cathode minus reduction potential of the anode. Simply we write here the anode portion has oxidation potential, but as we discuss here, according to latest convention, oxidation potential also written in the form of reduction potential only. So the definition of EMF will be reduction potential of the cathode side minus reduction potential of the anode. So in this EMF, in a simple way and effective way, we can write E cell. E cell means electromotive force of the electrochemical cell is equal to electromotive force at cathode side minus electromotive force EMF at anode side. And we know cathode is in right hand side, and anode is in left hand side. So we can write E cell equal to, we can write here E cell equal to ER minus EL. This is a very simple way to represent EMF of the electrochemical cell. So E right minus E left. And now how to determine the electromotive force or EMF of the electrode? We know in electrochemical cells there are two electrodes, anode and cathode, and anode has different electrode potential, cathode has different electrode potential, and the difference between the electrode potential of cathode and anode is considered EMF of the cell. But the thing is, and the question is, how we can find or how we can determine the EMF of a particular half cell. How can we determine the EMF of a particular half cell? How can we determine? How can we determine the particular half cell EMF? So to determine the half cell of a particular half cell, we uh, take a standard value. So by we have to compare the EMF of half cell to the standard value. Then only we can say the electrode potential of the half cell is this value. So this is our next point, how to determine the electrode potential of each half cell. So electric current flow only when the both half cells are connected in the electrochemical cell. This means if we want to take the electric current by the electrochemical cell, then we have to connect both the half cell to a conducting wire. Then only we can take then only we can receive electric current from the electrochemical cell. By simply putting half cell or by simply taking half cell, we cannot get electric current. Suppose this is the container and I have dipped a zinc rod in it. This is the zinc rod dipped in the zinc sulfate solution. This is a zinc sulfate solution. So I cannot withdraw current from this situation. And if I take another container, this is another container, and I take a copper sulfate solution in it. This is a copper sulfate solution, and I dip a copper rod in it, and nothing. I am not uh, connecting the terminal of the cell. So in this manner also I can't receive the electric current from the cell. So to get electric current by the cell, we have to connect the terminal of the cell by a external connecting wire, and by the internally we have to arrange a salt bridge. Then only the electrochemical cell will be in function, and we can withdraw the current from the electrochemical cell. So the problems is solved to take a reference electrode potential. The problem is solved by taking a reference electrode potential. Means we have to determine the electrode potential of the left hand side and the electrode potential of the right hand side. So how can we determine the electrode potential? So electrode potential of the left hand side or right hand side will be considered by comparing the left hand side or right hand side electrode by a standard value. Means ये जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड का और जो राइट हैंड साइड का जो इलेक्ट्रोड है, इसका हम कंपेयर किससे करेंगे? एक स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यू के इलेक्ट्रोड से इसका कंपेयर करेंगे, तब हम उसका ईएमएफ निकाल पाएंगे। जब हम इसका रिडक्शन पोटेंशियल या ऑक्सीडेशन पोटेंशियल हम इसको फाइंड कर पाएंगे। So to solve this problem, a reference electrode potential is accepted universally. It is called SHE. SHE means standard hydrogen electrode. SHE means standard hydrogen electrode, or SHE is also called NHE. NHE means normal hydrogen electrode. Both are the same instrument, NHE or SHE. SHE means standard hydrogen electrode, and NHE means normal hydrogen electrode. And now we are going to discuss the structure of SHE. Structure of SHE. Structures we are going to discuss. In a structure of SHE, we take a container. This is the container, and in the container, 1 molar HCl solution is filled. 1 molar HCl solution. The concentration of this HCl solution is 1 molar. And in SHE, a simple hollow cylindrical tube is there, and is in this tube, one portion is open, and this portion is to fill hydrogen case in this uh, SHE, and in between the SHE in external hydrogen electrode there is a narrow cylindrical tube, and in this tube one platinum wire is inserted. One platinum wire is inserted in this narrow cylindrical tube, and this platinum wire is connected to the external source of electric energy. And at the end of the platinum wire there is a platinum foil. There is a platinum foil at the end of the wire, and on the platinum wire itself there is a coating. There is a coating of platinum powder. Platinum powder is coated on this platinum foil, and this is the 1 molar HCl solution. To initiate this, to find the electrode potential of SHE, first we have to insert the hydrogen gas at 1 bar atmospheric pressure, and the temperature is 298, and the temperature is 298 Kelvin. 298 Kelvin. The temperature is taken 298 Kelvin. This means at 25 degrees Celsius. At 25 degrees Celsius is considered normal temperature, 25 degrees Celsius. And the pressure is 1 bar atmospheric pressure. Hydrogen gas is inserted in the SHE. Then what happens? This hydrogen gas mixed in the HCl solution and bubbled out. So the following reactions occur when we set up this SHE. We see the half shell react either as anode and cathode. Uh, if the SHE act as anode means losing the electrons and converting into positive ion. Means hydrogen gas will lose electrons and convert into H plus, and 2 electrons will be released by the hydrogen. And if SHE is react as a cathode, then what will happen? This SHE will gain electron and convert into H2, means 2H will gain electron and convert into H2. And how it happen? When hydrogen gas is passed by this opening in the SHE, then uh, if hydrogen gas oxidize, then it convert into hydrogen ion, H plus ion, and this H plus ion mix into the HCl solution. This hydrogen ion mix into the HCl solution. And if SHE react as or act as a cathode, then the H plus ion already present in the 1 molar HCl. 1 molar HCl. The hydrogen ion, if SHE act as cathode, then the hydrogen ion means H plus ion already present in the 1 molar HCl. They uh, gain electrons and convert into hydrogen gas, and this hydrogen gas is bubbled out from this solution. So this is the structure of SHE, and this is the SHE is also regarded as a reversible electrode. It can act as a anode, and it also can act as a cathode as well. Means hydrogen gas, if SHE act as a anode, then it will oxidize. Hydrogen gas will be oxidized and form 2H plus ion, and electron will be released, and